Hey. Hold on, I gotta control this here. Well, no, I'm sorry, everybody,
What
but I had to test the Instagram post and we are up, but I don't see how to control the volume. That's gonna be a problem.
That's interesting. I didn't hear. Does your mom know we're watching
I can
this?
do
What
this. Hold
happened to
on.
that?
I can mute that site. There we go. Sorry, everybody. We're trying out Instagram. We're on Instagram now, so I had to try that out. It's working now, and I just had to mute the site because I can't control the volume on that site. But welcome everyone to season 2 of the Friday Night BS Show. I am your co-host John Dracali, along with the hostess with the mostest, the moistest, Deana, and of course our
I
co-hosts
should
tonight,
change
Bruce and Kevin. And our topics tonight: why some people are willing to believe conspiracy theories, the 10 most popular conspiracy theories, and the Mandela Effect. And I've got to read this out. Also, this show is rated R and is intended for mature audiences only, but I think we got a pretty easy topic tonight. Yeah, I don't know. This group can get a little crazy even with these topics. So we understand this is a touchy subject. I want to say this, but all right, let me do this over again. We understand this is a touchy subject, and we may upset some wackos out there. I'm just kidding. Upset a few people out there, but we felt this was a topic we wanted to research and discuss on our podcast, and hopefully better understand what exactly is going on, and even in these individuals believing in these topics and these theories, I should say. So grab your tinfoil hat, turn on your IP blocker, and sit back and relax and enjoy the show. And remember, we didn't write these studies, but highly intelligent worldwide psychiatrists did. So keep that in mind, guys, right? Oh, guys. All right. I wanted to start off the show with you, Deana, and I wanted to ask you what one conspiracy that is out there that you truly believe, if any.
There's a lot of them, though. That'll bring me to my topic, and we'll talk about that later. The Mandela Effect is a mind blowing conspiracy theory situation.
Any other ones that you feel like are I kind of believe this. It sounds real. Can you not hear me, Deana?
No, not that I can think of. No, I can hear you.
None
Can
you
you hear
think?
me? My screen is doing weird stuff.
Your
all of a
video's
sudden.
all weird.
Deana's video?
Yeah.
All right, we'll figure it out. Bruce, how about you, Bruce? Which one's out there that you believe in?
Oh, probably the Kennedy assassinations.
The Kennedy one, huh? That one. Yep. Surprising numbers when we get into that one. We're going to get into that one. That, of course, did make the top 10 list. So just keep that in mind. How about you, Kevin? Which one is
like the Kennedy one? I definitely think, yeah, I agree with that. And possibly that it wasn't terrorists. It did 9/11.
All right. I got a whole bunch of people on Instagram, and it sucks. I can't get them to say hello. You guys can't say hello to them, so it really sucks. We'll figure it out, guys. I'm sorry over there on IG. Kevin, Deana, and Bruce, say hello to everybody on IG.
Hello, everybody on IG.
Yo.
Hey, Instagrammers.
Yeah, Instagram is. Yeah, we're working on Instagram. We'll try to get that all figured out. Hopefully, they allow us to see the chat in the stream, so we'll get to that. Hopefully, they get to that fixed and figured out.
Becky.
Becky's in the chat. Hello, Becky. Becky, which one do you believe in? Which conspiracy does Becky believe in? I'm kind of curious with Becky. Which one do you guys think Becky's gonna pick?
Santa Claus.
Santa Claus.
The Earth is flat.
Earth is flat. Oh my God, we're gonna get into all those. First off, let me read this. This is scary part, guys. In 2019, reports from the FBI cited conspiracy theories as a new domestic terror threat. Per the report, the FBI assessed that conspiracy theories very likely will emerge, spread, and evolve in the modern information marketplace, essentially driving both groups and individual extremists to carry out criminal or violent acts. You agree with that, Kevin?
Yeah, because people that believe conspiracy theories are usually insane.
Yeah, there's always that one guy that takes it that theory way too far and ends up doing something really crazy. How about you, Bruce? You feel that's pretty legit? Well, it is the FBI.
Well, the government does tend to manipulate things.
Yeah,
No.
yeah. Well, you get what they're saying though. How it could be the next domestic threat, and that somehow quickly something can spread.
Well, they have to
And
throw that out there so that way they can set up if they need
cover their asses. They cover their ass.
right? Yeah.
How about you, Deana?
Conspiracy theories that I believe now that I can actually hear you.
No, what I just read about the FBI saying that the conspiracy theories now are basically going to become the new domestic terror threat.
That's not unbelievable. Yeah, I mean, look at how the White House was ransacked a couple years back.
January
People
6th.
go crazy.
January
People go
11th,
crazy.
Yeah, January 6th did not make the list.
It was the parents, for a while it was the PTA was the big terrorist threat.
Yeah.
All the Karens stood in arms.
Yeah,
I mean, they always got to have somebody, right?
I'm
Right.
saying, yeah.
Right, and there's always one scapegoat in every conspiracy theory. There's always one scapegoat, and that's the poor bastard. So I want to start up there with Deana. Deana, what do you think? How do I put this without offending anyone? That's the tough part. That's the toughest part. It's just like we paint a picture of what these people look like, right? Everybody has this picture of the conspiracy nut running around with a tin hat, a loner, he lives in his mom's basement, right? He's got like 15 meatloaf. He's got like 15 computers, fucking running around. He's got diagrams with chalk outlining on them. Yeah.
How many computers does John have in his room?
Yeah. What's that?
Bruce makes a valid point.
Let me get into this. Okay, it says conspiracy theories are not likely to be simple-minded, mentally unwell folks. A portrait which has been routinely painted in popular culture, says Bowens. Instead, many turn to conspiracy theories to fill motivational needs and make sense of distress and impairment. Do you get what he's saying there? I mean, all right, this is like, I always picture the conspiracy nut like, I don't picture them like the loner guy, but kind of like that person that is who feels like he's not getting enough attention, and he feels like this will draw people to listen to me. Do you get that sense of sometimes when you hear someone speak of something that you're just like, are you fucking kidding me?
I'm going to say this, and Kevin's going to laugh hysterically. The Tom Ruleys of the world. Told you. There's a certain brand of person. They're just very intense. And yes, they're very much the loner, but they have that personality that when you get on that subject that tweaks that trigger, all of a sudden they're all up in your business about it.
Yeah, it's crazy because that's like when I'm like hearing someone start rambling off about something crazy, my mind, I want to shut my mind off. It's just like I don't want to take that information in because I'm afraid, right? because I'm afraid that it's going to stick there, and I'm going to say it someday, and people are going to look. Do you ever get that? I mean, Bruce, you at the job site. I mean, you had to have that one guy.
Oh, there's more than one guy, John.
There's more than one. What did you do? Did you pay attention to it, or did you shut it off, or?
Oh, I just, oh yeah. Oh, that's interesting. No, I never thought about it that way. Yep. Good. All right. Catch you later.
Yeah. Did any of it stick?
No, I mean, you have your own thoughts on stuff. I mean, sometimes they bring up interesting points in the conversation, or get you thinking sometimes going, huh, it is an interesting observation. You don't, but in today's day and world, facts and fiction are manipulated by everything.
Yeah.
You have experts, they're all experts in the same field, and they'll have two different opinions. So what is true?
Yeah, that's the tough part, because you kind of, when you listen to these people talk, you get little bits of it that kind of make fucking sense, and you're like, but then he says something else, and you're like, oh, you went too far. You had me, and then you brought up this one thing, and you're just like, no, fuck, no.
Yeah, I mean, it's just a matter of what is the truth. You don't know.
You don't know, and maybe Kevin and you guys will agree. The scary thing is with AI and being able to manipulate photos so easily now, and add people and take people out, and actually you can completely change a whole news feed just through AI, and it's going to be even more difficult to figure out what's fucking real and what's not. Right, Kevin?
Just alone the
Well-
censorship of social media.
Yeah.
If you don't agree with what they're pumping, and you put something up to the contrary, even if it is the truth, they'll downplay it as false information.
I mean, you're gonna see like an exponential branching of what's happening right now. Like with ANI and everything else, you are gonna see people that wind up getting together that all wind up believing the same stupid shit. And those people are gonna wind up with their own news outlet that spouts just their stupid shit. And that is what it's gonna be. And everybody is gonna be out of their fucking minds.
Yeah. Well,
I feel like it's been like that for a long.
It
Yeah,
has,
go ahead.
it has, but I'm saying
Sorry,
like you're
I feel
only
like
gonna
it's been
see it
like
get
that for a
worse.
long time. Yeah.
It's just gonna get worse though. And like the problems are gonna get smaller because
Yeah.
everybody's arguing over bullshit.
Yeah. They talked about
Is that how
and
is that unlike how things already are?
Yeah, and Kevin hit it on the head, because there's a study that talked about how dangerous that is going to be once those people start creating their own sites and their own places
Yeah.
to go and share this information, because now there isn't going to be that one person that's there questioning them. It's just going to be, yeah, you're right. Yeah, you're right. Let's get together. Let's do this. And, that's scary when that starts to take place,
It already is. It's been taking place.
Yeah.
It happened with
Yeah.
COVID. It happened with, Facebook,
Sasquatch,
Twitter, all
I
that
mean.
stuff. Everything was censored to one narrative. And if
Well, I
you
mean,
didn't
not
agree
only
with that
that,
narrative, then you were cut off.
Not only that, but like if you look at the stuff now, like people can make videos that look
Right.
like interviews with the president, and they can make him say whatever they want.
Yeah.
Or they
Yeah.
take
And
things out of context in an interview.
Yeah.
I mean, that's been a favorite trick for
Well, I mean,
forever, to take
that's
everything out
been
of
a thing.
context.
That's exactly what the media does. Both
Yeah.
sides of the media, that's exactly what they do. They take everything out of context just to psych up their side.
Right. And I mean, it even happens with the major news outlets on just the way they cut a video.
Oh, yeah.
And they may not be using AI. They're not really sharing a conspiracy, but just the way they cut an interview and piece it back together.
They can
It-
slant it any way they want.
They slanted it.
Exactly.
But that's where the problem exists, right? Because we can't control that. We can't control what the media is going to do with that shit. But people need to be educated to know that even when they're going to their news sites, that they are not getting the full story, that they're not getting the full truth.
I only go there for the weather.
Yeah,
Right.
and that's right, Kevin, because they're not getting it, and then they start looking around, and that's the other problem. Is once they start looking around, they may find a lot more completely bogus fucking information
Oh,
out
yeah.
there before they even find anything worthwhile to help them feel a little better. That's scary. To do the research analyst data from 170 studies involving over 158,000 participants, mainly from the United States, the United Kingdom, and Poland. I don't know why just Poland. Why did I
Because
mean with
Polacks
all
will believe anything.
is that what it is? Is that what Kevin said it. I didn't say it. To all the Polacks out there,
I'm
I didn't
half
say.
Polish. I'm half
Oh, you get
Polish.
okay. You get it. You get it. You get a
He's
pass. You get a
allowed.
pass. They focused on the studies that measured participants' motivation or personality traits associated with conspiracy theories. And this study was pretty neat. And what they did is they took 3 groups and they told this one group to write everything like the worst thing that ever happened to them in their lives, and then the other group to write the best thing that ever happened in their lives, and this other group just did nothing. And what they did, that last group, was try to figure out which group of people they would decide to hire in the future, the third group. And after they finished their study and they let the group 1 and group 2 know who they would get hired and who wouldn't get hired, group 1 that didn't get hired all of a sudden started making up conspiracies to why they didn't get hired. So it was just hilarious that it wasn't even about conspiracies, but somehow because they were so angry and upset that they didn't get hired, that they just made shit up to make themselves feel better. And that's crazy. That's crazy. 2017 study found that promoting anxiety in people also makes them more conspiracy minded. Do you have anxiety, Deana? Deana, yeah, I do.
Yes, yes, I do, but for
Just,
much different reasons than
just a little bit.
conspiracy theories.
Becky said you can say it. You got the Pollock pass.
I got
Oh,
terrible Polak jokes, but I won't tell them here.
yeah. Oh, it's not just personal criticism and encouragement of individuals from conspiracy suspicions. Political scientists at the University of Miami. I didn't know they had political scientists in the University of Miami. I thought all they did is party there. And his colleagues have shown that people who dislike political parties in power think more conspiracies than those who are in control. So the party that isn't in control is always going to think, yeah, that makes complete sense. It's like we've seen that in action the last 8, 9, or the last 10 years, right? Perfect.
I mean,
perfect. Yeah.
I don't know, because I don't follow either side, and I don't believe in conspiracies either. So
Yeah. Yeah. Here we go. This is the so I wanted to get into the social media part of it. And I think we talked a little bit about it already, but how social media can really fuck with people's minds when it comes to actually getting the truth. And I was kind of curious, Deana, where do you get your news?
I avoid the news at all costs because it's full of bad news.
So you don't
I don't no, I don't watch the news. I try to stay away from the news articles on Facebook. I block them. I have no space in my life for that because it's
so
all
you
negative.
you don't get up in the morning, have a cup of coffee, and open MSN and start reading the news?
Hells to the motherfucking no.
Your generation's in trouble, Bruce.
No, I wake up at 7 o'clock in the morning and immediately have stupid work phone calls.
Okay,
So
no, I get it. I get it. So you get no news you have no news at all coming in.
no. I mean, I check my social media, and what's on social media is on social media. I occasionally get the news about who died. That's pretty much
Oh
the
my God.
extent of
Yeah,
my
yeah.
news circuit.
How about you, Bruce? Where do you get your news information?
I get like 15 minutes of it, and I usually just ignore the national crap because that's always all over the phone. You get Fox, you get MSNBC, you get Reuters, you get everybody, and you try to make a try to get an understanding of the gist of it, necessarily an opinion of it, but at least the gist of it, and try to decipher the facts out of multiple sources at that point. But basically, I just watch the news for the local news. I don't get into national crap because it's all sloped and slanted anyway, so you don't know what the truth is. So
Yeah. And nothing from Facebook, or you're not on
no,
Twitter. You're not on.
I avoid Facebook. I don't have Twitter. I don't have Instagram. You get the news feeds, on the phone that shows up, which would be ABC, NBC, Fox, Reuters. They'll have a little news clip on it. If it's interesting, I'll look it up. If it's a bunch of bullshit, I just ignore it.
Okay, that's where I want to go with this question with you. If you do find something interested on a news topic on Facebook, where are you going to find that information?
I'll just find it on a news clip, and then I'll probably go eventually to YouTube and see if somebody's made a news feed or something, or a news clip or an interview off of anything that I find interesting to get a little more information on it. But
Okay.
most of it that I watch is national news, like a train wreck or a plane crash, or I try to ignore the politics as much as I can, because I kind of know what's going on anyways without all the bullshit that's happening anyways. I have my own opinion of it. And then and just try to catch the local crap, on TV in the morning, and that's pretty much it for that. I mean, Facebook
your
crap.
day.
Facebook. The stuff on Facebook is just people's opinions.
All right.
It's
All right.
not fact.
How about you, Kevin? Where do you go? Do you get up in the morning and read the news?
I mean, so for me, I got a whole process. It's kind of like a daily thing, because like when I am not working or whatever, I get most of my news initially off of like Reddit. And when I see that, I'll read through the comments and see what people are saying and follow some of those links. But if it's national news or something like that, I am always, after seeing something like that, I will go to like one conservative site and read about it. I'll go to one liberal site and read about it. I'll go to like BBC and read about it if it's big enough to be that kind of news. And then, usually I'll go look at something like Reuters or Reuters, or however you say it, just to see what's going on, because I like all that shit is filtered through a lens. So you've got to look at it from a couple angles.
Yeah. I'm just like you. I'm the same way. I don't use Reddit because I don't know. It's just too hard to follow. It's just too much going on there. It took me years just to hone down Twitter, how Twitter works. And when I went to Reddit, I was just like, this is insane. You have to be insane to just understand what the hell's going on here on Reddit, because there's just so many different links and stuff.
Yeah.
So, but I'm the same way. I'll see something a lot of times, like Bruce. I'll see it on Facebook. Somebody will post about it, or it'll be in the feed. But in the morning, I'll get up. The first thing I do is I have my coffee and I open MSN and I go through that, and I'll read the first 20 little link or articles that kind of go through the screen. And I do the same thing. If I see something that catches my eye, I'll read it. And then I will go to CNN and see if CNN has something on it as well, and try to get that side of it, and then kind of come to a conclusion on my own where I feel I got the best information. But the problem is that people aren't doing that. They're using they're using sites like Facebook, and they're using Twitter as well. Twitter's not so bad, I don't think. You Kevin, you're on Twitter, right?
I mean, I'm barely. I avoid social media because all that shit that's in social media is terrible.
Yeah.
It's terrible.
Yeah.
And especially for news, and then to have to sit on there and listen to people talking about it like they know what the fuck they're talking about. It drives me up a wall.
Becky uses the crystal ball.
Probably pretty accurate.
It's probably at least 80% accurate.
Yep.
See, the thing with Facebook, and I think a lot of people need to be careful, because I think that's where a lot of the stories, let's be honest, Facebook's number one. as far as visits. So a lot of people are going to use what they see in that feed as their news source. And I think people need to understand that, where that information is coming from and how to do that. I mean, there's a way you go up there, you click on the thing, you can find out where that information is coming from. And I would do that if I were you, because a lot of that stuff is just kind of thrown out there. Facebook is just going to post whatever.
But I mean, but there's a problem beyond that too, because like people don't know how to verify sources either. Like, you know, if that links back to a New York Post like story, like that's not a reliable source.
Yeah. And you're right.
Because the retractions come back 2 or 3 weeks later in very small print if you can find the retractions. So
per September 2022 report by the Washington Post, social media influencers have a profound dangerous effect on public opinion surrounding security of the U.S. elections, and are now also driving promotions of other conspiracy theories. Furthermore, these influencers have faced little interference from social media platforms despite their professed policies on disinformation on their platforms. So you ready for this number? In 2022, it's the poll found that 29% of Americans believe that the 2020 presidential election results was fraudulent. Raise your hands if you believe it was fraudulent. None of us, huh?
No,
you believe it was all accurate?
No, I think there was.
I believe it was accurate. I don't think it wasn't tampered with, but
yes, exactly. I think there was some fishy business, and there still is. I mean, you know, it's silly that, you know, back in the COVID days, you had to have a COVID immunization record to get into a restaurant to get food, but you didn't have to have an ID to vote. So it's like, you know, what the
hell? With social media and the 24-hour news cycle, you can expect to be exposed to misinformation and conspiracy theories much more than the past, explains Dr. Boas, PhD. He's had a PhD, so he knows what he's talking about, right, guys? After the group with their thoughts on how social media has been a big part of spreading conspiracies, regulations, and the risks of the echo platform. And that's what we were talking about, where you eventually these groups will start to function and create their own space. And then this is where it can get really dangerous, where these conspiracies can just keep escalating and escalating, because now they don't have Bruce on there going, "Are you fucking nuts?" Or what I'll have what, or I love this one, "I'll have whatever you're smoking." That's the old line. Remember that one?
Well, you know, the screwy thing about the influencer stuff is it's monetary driven.
Yeah.
I mean, so is everything though. The news is monetary driven now.
But I mean, it's like most people don't realize that these people are out to get clicks. The more clicks they get, the more money they get. So they're going to say anything they want to get clicks, because
I mean, money. But again, that's the same with the news. Like that's the same with, you know, CNBC and Fox.
It's all about the buck. Like, they're advertisements to buck.
Yeah. I am.
What's trending? Hashtag trending.
Yeah, and the thing that pisses me off the most too is with the news media, and some, not so much with the blogger, because I think the bloggers figured out that clickbait is getting themselves into some trouble, whereas I think the major media outlets still don't give a shit if you get pissed off that the headline got you to go over there, because they're just happy that they got that click, whether you stayed to read the whole article or not. They already got that click, and that's what they're selling their advertisers. Hey, we got, 2,000 clicks every 30 minutes, because of this article, so that's what they're selling. So you're right. Social media platforms present rather difficult, different features with respect to disinformation and hosting of conspiracy theories that may be associated with differences in feed algorithms and enforce moderated politics, whatever that means. You got me there. Kevin?
What was it? Well, I'm sorry. What was it? I wasn't fully paying attention.
It was just a bunch of mumbo jumbo is what it was.
It was
Well,
part
it
of it
was
made
something
sense.
about algorithms.
Yeah, they were talking about
Algorithms.
the algorithms and how that what we were basically saying that the influencer understands those algorithms and is going to look for stuff that is going to draw people within to their to that platform and to their page.
Well,
So they're
Well, yeah.
more
if you notice when you're online and doing stuff, if you look something up, the AI and it carries across all the platforms, you're going to start getting articles and feeds on something you searched or looked
Yeah.
at.
Yeah. I
All of
mean,
a
it's the
sudden,
same with
all of a
the
sudden, your
ads.
media feed will be dropping these little links and crap of anything you looked up recently. So
yeah.
the
Well, and
AI,
that's not even AI. That's the algorithms that John's talking about. Like
I know, but
that
the
is
AI controls the algorithms. AI is what controls the
Say
algorithm.
algorithms like 4 more times.
Yeah, AI controls the algorithm.
Algorithm.
It's not a
Al,
it's not a
say it with
people
me now,
pushing a
kids.
button. It's a computer
Algorithms.
algorithms. Put it out there in letters that they should
algorithm.
So AI controls that and feeds that and manipulates that.
Hey, Deana.
Get the fuck out.
I deserve
I mean,
that.
I don't know. Like, I hate to tell it. I hate to tell you guys, but like, all the stock trades on the stock market are handled by AI and algorithms now.
That's why we
People
get
don't even make trades anymore.
that's why we
Yeah.
get such a quick crash, is because the algorithms are set up to if a stock drops a certain percentage, everything sells and dumps because it's all computer generated, and that's why you get such a steep fluctuation in market crashes and market drops right now. Is because it's all computer triggered.
Yep, exactly. Let me go right down here. Let me go over here. Where are we? Okay, why they are a threat. And I mean, we kind of talked about it of why some of these conspiracy theories can be a threat to the average person or the person that they're attacking within the conspiracy. But for instance, they talk about. I forgot all about this one, the 2016 Pizzagate incident. Does everybody remember that one?
Oh yeah,
Oh yeah, Kevin. Oh yeah. How much of that did you believe, Kevin?
absolutely zero.
Zero. Bruce, do you know which one we're talking about?
No, I didn't think I followed Pizzagate.
You didn't follow Pizzagate 2000. What were you doing in 2016, Bruce?
Work,
This
working.
is the Clintons one, right?
This
And
is
the
where,
and the
yeah,
pizza parlor pedophile ring shit.
yeah, running the child,
Yeah.
out of this dude went into this place. He believed it so much, Bruce, that this dude went into this place with a gun and started shooting up the place. And that God, no one got hurt. He didn't shoot anyone, actually, right? I don't think anyone ever got shot in that.
Yeah, I don't think so.
I think he just went in there and just, he believed this conspiracy so much that the Clintons were involved in this child abduction scam and the Democrats, and they were using this pizza parlor as a front for it.
Ah,
Oh my
It was
God, he was
no,
in
that
there like screaming for him to show him to see the basement, and the people are like, "This building doesn't even have one," and he's like, "No, I know it's there. You got to show me."
no, he just needed to talk to Jeffrey.
I knew that name was going to come up when we started.
These people need shock therapy or
Uh,
lobotomies.
It's now easier than ever to rapidly consume and distribute conspiracy theories. And as we have seen with the 2016 Pizzagate incidents, that these theories can have dangerous and real world complications. Massive public opinion, increase in violence and behavior, encourage of targeting of specific people, places, and organizations, mainstream and fringe and debunking ideas, junk science, contributing to polarizing societies, undermining confidence to public leaders and institutions. I like that last one. I think that one, we're supposed to do that. It's supposed to be our job, right? Yes, John. Yes. Aren't we supposed to challenge our political leaders, right? And institutions.
Yes.
That's our job as Americans. I get that
Yeah.
one. So
Every day.
and
every
not
day.
blindly follow them like
I mean,
Kardashians. Sorry.
I agree, but that's just not really a thing anymore.
No,
So we can agree with it, but the people that are in power, they're not listening to us.
no, they're not.
Not at all.
Absolute, not at all.
They're
Not
I
they're
not
mean,
one.
controlled. They're
we can.
controlled by the lobbyists. So
Well, I mean, and again, and like we can talk about it all day and all night. Like you guys can be Republicans, I can be a liberal. It doesn't matter
Right.
because the people in charge, they don't care. They use that as a tool to keep us divided. Like I've heard it said a couple of times. Ain't no war but class war.
Yeah. Yeah. Let me find this.
Yeah.
well, I mean, and anybody that isn't controlled by lobbyists is never going to get elected because one, you wouldn't have the money to run a campaign
Right.
and without a lobbyist. And if lobbyists support you, they're going to want something for that support. So you lost.
Precisely. Robin Williams had a joke back in the day about how politicians should wear suits that have patches on them, like
Yeah, with whoever
NASCAR
gets support
racers.
of NASCAR racers.
Yeah,
Yeah,
big
yeah.
tobacco,
Yep.
pharma, you know.
I love that idea. All right, this
Absolutely.
one kind of
That's why the
surprised.
Green
Well,
Party,
before I
nobody knows
actually,
it exists. Sorry, go ahead.
yeah, no, it's sad. It's sad, and I'm dealing with that when it comes with vaping. We deal with that every day, and it's just like they'll tell you one day that they're all for you and they want to help you, and vaping is harm reduction, and then 3 minutes later they're voting to ban flavors. So yeah, I know that feeling.
Well, I mean,
Save the children.
did you hear about the biggest one that just happened with the Secretary of Commerce and Nvidia?
Mm-hmm.
Like the Secretary of Commerce comes out and says that they're going to start really going after him for just slightly changing shit and then shipping it to China. And it was 3 days before the Secretary of Commerce walked it back.
Yeah. This one surprised the hell out of me and it made me feel really bad. And it's just, I just,
Wow.
Kevin, am I right, Kevin? That is a huge wow. And I get that it's probably not talked as much in the Middle East, for obvious reasons that it's not, the belief factor. I don't think the Middle East are on this one, but they're on another one that I have. But it's so low in the Middle East that it was fake and no one died and it was just all made up or the numbers were completely skewed. But for this number to be that high, for 7 million people to vanish from the face of the earth, and for this many people to believe that it never happened or the numbers were skewed, is pretty sad.
I don't understand some of this data. What is MENA and non-MENA?
I don't know what non-MEMA is.
Or Oceania. What the hell is Oceania?
Oceania is like the Pacific Islands and all that shit, I think.
Pacific Islands, Europe. I'm surprised that it's that high even in Europe.
Well, part of the problem is, John, is they don't teach history anymore.
MENA is Middle East and North Africa.
Oh, there you go. So that is the Middle East.
Yeah, the Middle East.
So the basics that we know that we grew up with in school, math, history, science, English, isn't taught anymore.
Yeah.
I mean, you know what the crazy thing is, though? Look at the disparity between aware and believe it was accurately described just in America. Like, that's ridiculous.
Yep.
Yeah.
Can you blame America for not trusting the media or your world history teacher about being accurate about that?
Yeah.
Just saying.
Well,
I mean, but we're talking about the Holocaust. Like,
we're talking about the Holocaust. Yeah, that's what I was just going to say, Kevin.
I mean, that's the data. It says people believe that. I would be really interested to see what that data looks like. People that know it existed, people that know it existed, but believe that they don't know all the information. People that don't know it, or people that think it didn't exist at all.
Boo.
Yeah, boo.
Yeah, boo. It's nuts. It's nuts. I mean, that's, there's not too many things in present time that can top that. I mean, as far as as
I mean,
death toll.
It's giant
that would be
genocide situation.
that's like the equivalent of saying that like there's Americans that don't believe that Pearl Harbor happened.
Yeah, exactly. I think the state of California has 7 million people, right, Bruce?
At least.
Yeah. Can you imagine 7 million people in California just disappearing? Yeah.
Whoops.
Sounds kind of
You don't
nice.
know what happened.
Shut up, Kevin. Kevin. Kevin.
Get the fuck out.
I mean, they lost almost 400,000 to 500,000 of them already moved out of state, so they're getting there.
Yeah.
I need
We're not-
prices to go down so I can move out there though. So I need way more.
Hey,
Yeah,
nothing's
probably-
going down.
we
Hey,
all-
Kevin, nothing's going down in California at all.
Nothing's going down anywhere.
Nothing's going
ever.
down. Yeah.
Yeah.
Except the population. Taxes are up, homelessness is up, everything else is up in California.
Yeah.
Price
the
of
top-
price of living is up everywhere.
Yeah, the price of living. The top 10 most popular conspiracy, that one is number one. Only 54% of the world's population has heard of the Holocaust, according to a 100-country survey. And only a third of those even heard of it, believe that the Holocaust is portrayed correctly. It's not a surprise that only 8% of responders in the Middle East heard of the Holocaust altogether.
I mean,
All right, so the biggest amount that believe in it were the people that actually lived in Europe and saw it because it was in Europe.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Well, you
Well,
had
and-
you had a lot of American soldiers that were there as well that cleaned up those camps. They've seen it firsthand. So you're talking about thousands of soldiers that were involved in that whole
that
thing.
was 70
tens of
years ago,
thousands.
John.
Yeah.
That was 70 years ago. Nobody talks about history anymore.
I mean, I guess the other thing to think about, you said it was like 54% of the world population.
Yeah.
I wonder, and I don't have the statistics, but like how much of the world exists as a third world country? Because if you're fighting to find
Yeah.
food and shelter every day, or like, where your next paycheck is going to come from so you
Right.
can feed your family, yeah, you're probably not so worried about learning about the history of Europe.
Yeah. Yeah, but with those numbers being that high in Western Europe and Eastern Europe, don't you find that surprising?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, I mean those
But
are
again-
those aren't those are impoverished countries.
I mean, but you're seeing the rise of fascism in Germany again. It's like these people have forgotten.
Yeah, that's insane. You guys want to take a wild guess at what was number 2 on the list?
Kennedy.
Kennedy is that. You ready for this one? 51% of Americans believe that there was a conspiracy behind the assassination of President John F. Kennedy, taken by a large national survey. 51, half of the population thinks that there's something. How long ago was that, Bruce? You were what, like 10? No, I'm
It was
kidding.
in the 60s. No, I was probably 4 or 5.
I'm just kidding, Bruce. So, Bruce, you are part of that 51%.
Yeah.
You do believe that
There's something more to it.
There was something more. How about you, Deana? Do you believe there was something more to that story?
I don't know. That's before my time, man.
You don't read?
It affected our history, but lots
Yeah,
of things affect our history.
Yeah. Kevin, how about you, Kevin? Are you part of that 51%?
Yeah, I am. There was, I can't remember what it was, but JFK was about to like sign off on some like oceanic trade deal or some shit like that. I think it was the corporations that took him out.
CIA.
With
Or the
Well,
involvement.
I
mob.
mean, yeah, but like paid for through the corporations. Like it was them that wanted him gone.
Yeah,
It
the
was,
Umbrella Man, the
it
third
was-
shooter.
It was the swamp.
That's right.
With that whole situation, like when you start really digging into that JF Kennedy assassination, I kind of flop from side to side on that issue. Like I start to believe it's true, and then I start to believe, okay, so there was more to it. It just kind of gets me to flop back and forth. But they don't help. The government doesn't help themselves by, this Freedom of Information Act, and then sending these papers out there, and they're all blacked out. I mean,
They're all
You're-
redacted, and there's stuff
Redacted. Redacted.
There's redacted. They call that when they black it out.
yeah. Yeah,
and not everything's released either.
yeah. Not everything is released. Fucking videos missing that disappeared.
Mhm.
I mean, they're not helping their case to make Americans feel like that. Okay, maybe it was just this lone shooter up there.
You
That
know
was.
what? You know what the worst part about it is?
Yeah.
Up until like 2 years ago, I'd have been on the side of like, oh no, they're fucking hiding something. But now that I've seen like the Pentagon military budget audits, yeah, they probably just lost all that shit.
Yeah, it's insane. Yeah, and the Warren Commission, yeah, when you start digging into the Warren Commission and then you start realizing they were so forced to make sure that it was all down to Lee Harvey Oswald was the lone shooter, and they were kind of forced to come into that conclusion. It doesn't help and then all the redacted paperwork and then the fucking missing files, and it's just like, why
And
not believe?
then they took out Oswald too. So
Yeah, and they took out Oswald.
you have
Like,
to. You can't. You got to take the shooter out quick because otherwise, they can't manipulate it.
yeah, and I know every guy that gets in trouble always says I didn't do it, but when he said it flat out, I wasn't just me. He let everybody know, and that's where he fucked up. I think if he would have kept his mouth closed, he might have lived a few more days. He might have hung himself in his cell.
Yeah, like Epstein.
I was just gonna say something like that.
You watch the story how quick it takes to load a long gun between the shots and how many shots were fired and how many people were actually hit. And yeah, there's
No,
there's
yeah,
something
yeah.
about funny about a lone shooter.
yeah, no.
Oh, and like the trajectory of the bullet through his body.
The magic bullet, Kevin. The magic bullet.
Yeah.
That's one magic loogie.
Yeah, that bullet just did a lot of traveling, man.
Yeah, made a couple of U-turns.
Spun around, hit three people.
Up and over a hill, around trees.
It went
And they didn't
hit a
have
couple
GPS back then, so I don't know what the fuck was going on.
And hit a moving target at that.
Yeah, it hit a moving target, hit three pedestrians, came back in the car, struck Kennedy in the neck, then U-turned through his belly into the fucking governor's his wrist or his arm.
Yeah, and then they found it in Albuquerque, New Mexico.
Yeah. That's the fucking magic ass bullet, man. Number 3, man, look, I think it's a conspiracy theory because I think people are just tired of talking about it. But Deana, I'm going to ask you first. Did we land on the moon, Deana?
I knew that was number 3.
Jeez. Yeah, I think we landed on the moon.
Yeah. You think we stepped foot on the moon?
One small step for man, one giant leap for something or other.
Mankind.
So you're on the yes, we did,
For
correct?
beating the Russians, but yeah.
Okay, Bruce, did we land and step foot on the moon?
Just ask the aliens; they'll confirm it.
Just ask the alien.
Ah!
You fuckers, you gonna try to build condos up here? Fuck that.
There's already a moon base, John. It's been up there for a while.
All right, Bruce. You might be leading the show here. But you do believe it, Bruce?
Yep.
We did land on the moon. Kevin?
100% yes.
100%. I'm with you guys, dude. 100%. I believe that we strapped, what is the old saying? Strapped on the boots, or what is that saying, guys?
I have no idea.
It's an old.
They just basically wrote a bomb to the moon.
I mean, the funny thing about it is like, that like scientists can prove it, right? Because when they went up there and landed on the moon, they put mirrors up there that we still bounce lasers off of to this day to take measurements.
Yeah. Yep. I mean, what do you think? I mean, other than all the other nonsense, I love the first thing that always comes up is like, who took the picture when he was coming down the steps? And I'm thinking to myself, don't you think he came down, got out, they all got out, and then he grabbed the fucking camera out and then had him redo it just so they can have that shot. It's just common sense, dude. It's just
But the flag was waving in the wind. It was a stationary flag that was built to show it's like it was rippling. That's the effect of the flag. There's no atmosphere on the moon.
Yeah, I mean, that one to me, and I get why a lot of people say it, because it was supposed to be about national pride and trying to beat the Russians over there. And it was just a ploy. And I start thinking to myself, are you guys freaking crazy? I go, they didn't just shoot a rocket up there and waste billions. Well, they wouldn't waste millions. Well, was it billions back then, guys, or millions by then?
Millions back then. But
It was
I
millions.
think it was hundreds of millions back then.
Yeah, hundreds of millions of dollars to send a rocket up there without, someone actually landing on the moon. What does Becky say?
Don't tease about Neil Armstrong. Too close to home.
Yeah,
I love it when he punched that fucking moon landing denier.
yeah. And then I get their side of it. I get when they say, well, how come we haven't been back? And that's a legitimate question.
we have been.
Not in a long time, though.
No,
Not in a long time.
Long time.
Because the aliens said, "Don't come back."
Don't come back unless you bring.
But then we built the ISS as a big middle finger to them.
Yeah. The alien said, "Bring women, bring women."
How do you think we have all this advancement in technology?
Exactly.
Oh, Brucey, you're just feeding into these people.
The Men in Black theory.
Number 4 is a big one, guys. Princess Diana's death was no accident. Deana,
I don't buy that. That's an accident.
It was definitely an accident. Nobody was involved.
I don't think so.
I don't think so. How about you, Brucey? Did they kill their queen? Future queen.
I think that was accident.
Look at Becky throwing out the big fucking numbers right there, man. 1960.
$25.8 billion.
We're
Wow.
still paying for that shit, baby.
Go America. I'd rather that we spend money on that than spend money sending shit to Ukraine.
And you know what they say about us Americans? We're
agree with
lousy
that.
lovers because we like it rough.
Also, you can't find the clitoris, but go ahead.
Hold on, babe. Hold on.
Get the fuck out.
Somebody just got shit on.
I don't know. That's a good question. Do they even have a space program? It's a good question. Mexico.
I mean, only if the
Mexico?
cartels are funding it.
No, I don't think Mexico has a space program.
So we're funding it through illegal drugs. That's what you're saying.
The cartel makes enough money to have their own space program. If the cartel wants a space program, they will get a space program.
I mean, the Mexican government doesn't have enough money to fight the cartel. They're not shooting shit into space.
Oh,
Yeah,
that
they're
would
not.
Can you imagine they're
would be
hiding
blown
big ass kilos of blow on some giant moon?
Hey, I'd love to get high in
It all
0G.
just looks the same.
Their theory would
Moon
be,
rock.
let's shoot a rocket up there and then explode tons and tons of cocaine into the air and see what
my God.
happens.
Could you imagine trying to do a line of coke in 0G? It'd be so fucking hard.
The line of coke would do you.
Well, Becky says Mexico has a space program.
Oh man! Oh,
Wow.
man.
Well, good for them.
Yeah,
You know what?
Dude, on-
They have to.
Dude on a
Because
ladder.
every first world country nowadays has to be able to launch their own satellites into space.
Aliens, aka Mexican. Oh,
Oh man, this dude just sent us to hell on a joke. I'm going to hell for insulting Mexicans because Alfie.
all right, Kevin. You, Princess Diana, death.
It wasn't an accident, but it was the paparazzi. The paparazzi did all that shit.
Yeah. The Queen didn't have anything to do with it. Prince Charles, what's his name? Prince Charles? King Charles now, right? King Charles.
Yeah, it is King Charles now.
King Charles.
I have
Space program but they have never launched anything into space. But yeah.
You'll laugh, but I have a thing that I use on the Wednesday Night Live show anytime we talk about him. You ready?
King Charles. Scary.
Listen, bitches, I run this country.
So does anybody know,
He
has
looks
this
like
dude
he
decided
wants
to
be
abdicate the
Putin,
throne
but
yet?
he just can't do it.
Yeah.
He doesn't have
man.
the chin for it.
Yeah, he's the
Is he
king.
abdicating or what?
Was that Kevin?
Is he abdicating or what? Everybody suspected he was going to abdicate as soon as he became king.
No, he won't. Come on, he's been waiting 70 something fucking years for that job, dude.
But he's also like on his last fucking leg too.
Yeah.
Let him wear his little hat for a little longer.
Yeah, let him wear his hat.
mean, whatever. I got a lot to say about the royal family. I'll save it.
It's bullshit. It's all bullshit. They have a prime minister. The royal family is basically Kardashians at this point.
Yeah.
But they're billionaires off of the taxpayers.
So are the Kardashians. Well, not off the taxpayers.
They're
the taxpayers,
supposedly,
but it's a different kind of taxes.
the royal family is supposedly the secretest fourth richest people in the world. Secretly.
I believe it. I believe
Yeah.
they own castles and the land on it that's
Yeah,
like
yeah.
non-taxable.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy. Princess Diana theory, conspiracy, whatever. I mean, when I started reading into that, and there was a lot of that stuff that I didn't know was going on. There was rumors that she was pregnant, and that pissed them off. That the king or queen was pissed off that she was having that guy's baby, and it was going to make things very confusing. And it's a pretty nasty conspiracy.
Since when has the royal family not had nasty
Kids out of wedlock?
I mean, for a while they were all inbred, so you know what the hell.
Yeah, they're all.
I mean, I think they only got away from that recently.
Yeah. Number 5. I am surprised it is number 5. I figured it'd be at least 1 or 2, and we know which one I'm going to say, right, boys and girls? 9/11.
Still alive.
Oh yeah.
Oh, okay.
9/11 was an inside job. Dina, was 9/11 an inside job?
Oh, I don't care enough to get into that one. That's. I mean, there was so much that wasn't involved in that. Like, look at how secure the Pentagon was. Oh, look, we're under attack, but we're all fine.
January 6th.
I don't even know what that means.
That's when they stormed the Capitol.
Oh, the more recent one?
Yeah. That was supposed to be secure.
Thing?
That was supposed to be secure.
Yeah, that was supposed to. They walked right in. They walked right in, man. Like fucking, they had tickets to the fucking. They had VIP tickets to the backstage. No one stopped them. They had video security guards just standing there escorting them in.
That's what I said. There was more to it than what the media portrays.
So, Brucey, I'll ask you, Brucey, 9/11 an inside job? Yes or no?
I'd say no, but there's probably something more to it than what we know.
Yeah, Kevin.
So, all right, my real take.
I love how exciting Kevin got when he was his turn. He was like, "Yeah, baby."
Here we go.
So my take on this is that
hold on, Kevin. Let me give you a proper just due. Let me give you a proper due here. Here you go. Hold on. Here it is. Right here. Go.
I don't believe that it was an inside job. But I 100% believe that the government knew about it and let it happen so that we could go to Iraq.
All right. I'm with you.
Or Afghanistan, whichever one it was.
Theory.
At the time it was Iraq.
Yeah.
Weapons of mass destruction.
Yeah. I mean, that was it. That was it. We wanted to go and we wanted to take care of that. We knew that it was going to happen. And we're like, maybe just give them a pass this time.
War makes money.
Of course it does.
Becky.
I'm with you on that one, Kevin. I find it very hard to believe that they could take over that. Oh God,
Kevin snow globing.
And he's got the gray sweatpants on. Don't do that.
Yeah, there were no W. There were no. Yeah, he's got the. He's
Sorry.
fucking. He's filling in. He's filling in all the fucking.
Don't
You're
do
welcome.
This show is rated R. Reminder, rated R.
I've also
Hey,
got like
hey,
my
You got
table
me.
like
You
right
got
up
me,
against
man.
my
You got
couch.
me.
Hey, Kevin, where's the cuffs?
No, you didn't.
Snow globing, where's the cuffs? We got to see the cuffs, Kevin.
I don't have any cups.
There's no cuffs.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh yeah, I'm
That would
with
be
you
something I had
though.
not considered when I stood up.
Yeah.
I love you, Becky.
Yeah, I'm with you there, Kevin. I think that it was I just find it hard to believe that they could take over 4 planes like that and not our government know or have any idea that that was all planned out. I find it hard to believe. When
Well,
we have all this.
One didn't get away
can't
with it, but they
focus.
brought that
Yeah.
down.
Well, they got to always have that one. There was always a one scapegoat, you know. And
That one was supposed to have for the White House, so we never know.
now I want to smoke and vape. Ah.
This will be my last night on the show, guys. Sorry.
Oh, you know what I used to have, and I don't know if I still have it anymore. Hold on, let me see if I still have this here. Do I still have the one song? Let me see here.
Oh Lord.
Oh, you're lucky I don't. I don't
take
have
it back.
anymore.
I'm retiring from the internet as on a whole.
The conspiracy theory why Kevin left the
I'm
internet.
canceling myself.
Was Kevin ever real?
Kevin was AI. He was the AI
AI.
vaping, holding a snow
Right.
globe, and wearing gray sweatpants.
I'm just sexy chat GPT.
Oh, you got the dog out. You know, Kevin is the dog. Oh, my
Apologies
goodness.
to everyone else.
Everyone out there. Let's see here. The number 6. Mass shooting.
Okay.
The mass shooting, like Sandy Hook, were false flags.
No.
Uh-oh. Kevin, do I gotta fucking highlight you again?
No.
No.
Never again, John. Never again.
No gray pants on the show. No.
Sorry.
How about you, Bruce?
I'm the dude in the meeting
like
that
Sandy
forgot to
Hook
dress my bottom.
were false flags.
I think it was an ill-prepared police department.
Deana, how about you?
I'm
Deana?
sorry. What?
Did you answer that one already?
What?
Mass shootings of like Sandy Hook were false flags.
No. Did you
No.
see Columbine? No. These kids are crazy, and their parents have semi-automatic rifles that are not locked up.
Oh man! Top Democrats are behind child sex ring. Kevin?
No. No, you know who's behind sex rings? Rich people. It doesn't
Rich
matter if they're
people.
Democrats or Republicans.
Democrats?
Yeah, I couldn't say that word. I tried real hard.
Oh, Dina's looking for trouble tonight. I'm just gonna keep my
Broken.
finger. I'm just gonna keep my finger on that one for
Get
Deana.
the fuck out.
How about you, Bruce?
Broken.
Democrats are behind a child sex ring.
It'd be interesting to see who's on the flight logs for the Epstein Island.
Do you honestly think we're ever going to see that flight log?
No,
Kevin?
No.
Deana?
No. Never.
If we do, it'll be all redacted. Just
Yeah.
say Epstein's name on it and everything else will be
Passenger, right? Passenger 1, big black bar. Passenger 2, black bar.
What about like the Panama Papers? They were going to be this huge thing, and then
Yeah. Nothing. Number
Can't handle
9.
the truth.
The rich are never going to let anybody know anything about the fucked up shit they're doing and where they're putting their money.
This is my favorite people. This next one are my favorite conspiracy people out there. I just love these people. You ready? The Earth is actually flat.
Flat Earthers.
Flat Earthers, baby. Deana, do I even need to ask this question? Is the Earth flat, Deana?
If the world were flat, cats would have knocked everything off of the edge of it by now.
There it is. Brucey, is the world flat?
No, but it's not round either, though.
It's oval. Yeah, we know that. We know it's a little odd shaped.
It's technically considered an oblate spheroid.
Yep.
Thank you, Mr. Geometry.
Get the fuck out.
It's like, you got me. You got me, man. You got me.
I, as well, don't think the world is flat, and I don't understand. It says, YouGov poll found that only around 2/3 of Americans aged between 18 and 24 believe the Earth is round.
2/3?
2/3.
A third of people believe it's flat. A third?
Wow, what are they? They're not teaching anything.
They're not teaching
Oh, they're
it.
teaching it. I mean,
well, here's
let's
the thing.
not forget.
Christopher Columbus was a liar also, so how could you believe anything? So that being said, but still.
Let's not forget that there's a decent portion of the population that the Earth was only created 6,000 years ago, and dinosaurs lived at the same time as human beings.
So, I mean, what happens? Does the water just keep falling off the edge of the Earth?
No, there's an ice wall.
There's an ice wall.
Oh, is that what it is?
Yeah, it's an ice wall, man.
Oh, so that's what keeps the cats from knocking everything off. They can't get through the ice wall, right?
And there's some sort of dome keeping the air in. These people are fucking ridiculous.
Really? What's on the other side?
Nothing. Just
nothing. Yeah,
just some bullshit.
That's the back side of the photo. It says Kodak, 1994.
You know what the best part about fucking flat earthers is? A great portion of them believe that the Earth is flat and everything else in the sky is a sphere. Like, what the fuck?
We're a frisbee?
Like we're a pop-up book? Like,
a freaking frisbee? We're just a frisbee in the world.
Like, why are we the only ones?
Yeah, I think we're in this glass globe thing, like the globe thing. Do you want me
to get it again? No.
Yeah, Yeah, I think we're in that. And if you look on the other side of the wall, it says "Made in China" on it. So,
personally, I think it's all AI generated. And we're just in the matrix.
Yeah. And
that's right.
This is funny here. As far as fetch theories remain stable, but the flat earthers movement is growing.
Really,
particularly in America, it says, and it has some high-profile supporters. Now, this is where I think it gets blown out of proportion because they're right. They've got basketball players, musicians, rappers, TV hosts, all the jumping on the flat Earth bandwagon, and I think that has a lot to do with why this is a continuing subject. What are your thoughts, Kevin? On that.
I mean, I don't know. People are stupid, and they're only getting dumber.
That's probably sad right there if they believe that one. Yeah, I mean, I when you do, look. Let's be honest. You know, if this is scary, and I hate saying this, but if Taylor Swift gets up tomorrow morning and says, vote for Biden, guess what's going to happen?
She does that anyways, John.
No, she hasn't come out and said it, flat out said it. She hasn't come out flat out and said it. But if she did say it, yeah, that's how much.
Let's be honest. Yeah. Young people don't go vote. Only the old fuddy-duddies go vote. So it don't really matter anyways.
Oh, no, the young do vote.
It's not as much as the old.
Haters are gonna hate. Number 10. And look, due to Facebook, YouTube, and other social media sites, we can't really talk about this one. So be careful and choose your words wisely, because we can be cut off at any given moment talking about this subject. But you know where I'm going with this one, Kevin. COVID-19. population control. Population control. Who wants to start off? Remember, we don't want to get cut off at 1 hour and 9 minutes and 33 seconds of the show.
All right.
I'll go first. I don't think that any of that's real.
Yeah, I don't think it's population control. So, Brucey, population control, COVID-19.
I actually think it was a terrorist attack.
Hold on, go ahead, Brucey.
I actually think you could actually classify it as a terrorist attack.
Are you wearing gray
a biological terror attack? All right, all right.
Biological terrorist attack. I like that one. That one works. That one can work. You should
Got a
spread
nice
that
ring
one.
to it.
You could spread that one. Now, this one's a tricky one because they chose the population control theory, but there are some other theories that are out there as well. Some of them have to do with big. I'm going to choose my words wisely. Big Pharma. Big Pharma had pushed this out there. Oh God damn it, man! It just sucks that this is on the list. Hey, Tom H, what is happening? Another Wisconsin night.
What's up, Tom?
I mean, there's so many theories, conspiracy theories around COVID-19, and now I'm surprised that they chose this one, but this might be the most popular one. In the beginning, this was kind of the one that everybody was kind of talking about, that, it was put out there by the governments in a way to kind of control the population because we were getting too close to that number, that they feel that the earth can't sustain human life if it gets to a certain number. And what is it, 9 billion?
7.
7? Yeah, we're there, though. We're at 7 billion people, aren't we?
Yeah.
Yeah. Is it?
Oh,
7?
no, I don't think so. I think we're at 6.
Or 6.
I'll tell you.
Yeah.
Becky's going to look it up. Where's Becky?
Becky will have it.
Fast check, Becky.
Hey, Tommy boy. Here,
we're at 8 billion.
So you 4 people.
We didn't die.
Yeah, you 4 people out there. Tom H, do you believe the earth is flat? Let us know. I guess if you live in Wisconsin, everything's flat and cold.
Except the beer.
And made of cheese.
Except for the women.
No, they're made of cheese for sure.
The fuck?
Nope, it's round. See, Tommy's right on board.
The dinosaurs live on the underside. That's right. I forgot.
All right. That one too. I mean, God damn it, the dinosaur one makes me laugh. But number 11 didn't make the list. It got bumped. It got bumped out of the top 10, guys. It got bumped out of the top 10. Do you guys want to take a wild guess what was on the top 10 but got dropped down to 11?
Sasquatch?
Oh, the Big Bang? The Big Bang? We're created by the Big Bang?
No, not the Big Bang. Kevin?
Nah, I got nothing.
Area 51. Area 51 is the home of a lot of aliens and government secrets, baby. A lot of aliens and government secrets.
I mean, it was definitely a secret Air Force testing facility for planes.
It still is.
Yeah, it
But
still
that's all
is.
you got.
Yeah, I mean, you're not going to ever get anything from that place, which, I mean, like, all right, this is what pisses me off with that area and with people that I don't understand why they don't understand why we need to keep certain things secret. And we need to have places like that to keep things secret from other nations, not so much so us civilians, but we have to have some sort of secret place to do certain things. I don't even know where to go with this, baby, man. But do I think there are aliens there? Absolutely not. I think there's some testing that's being done there that needs to be kept secret from other nations, and not so much from us, but specific weapons for war, planes, ships. I don't know, whatever. I mean,
I don't know.
You
I
get
don't know
where
if
I'm
I
going?
agree with that anymore.
Release me.
John, the aliens have been here for a while, and that's why our technology is so advanced now.
Yeah, I mean, don't forget, Mark Zuckerberg is a lizard people.
Yeah, that was on the list too. That one's on the list too, baby.
Surprised that
Lizard
wasn't
people.
higher
Oh
on
my
the
god.
Hey, John, they live among us.
The lizard people were on the list, and let me pull that one out real quick because that one blew me away, dude. I was like, really? Come on, people. Lizards?
Let me tell you something. If aliens do exist and they did come and visit, they saw what we got up to and they're like, no thanks, motherfuckers. We out of here.
No, they're just sitting there going, we're just gonna wait till these people all kicked each other's asses and then we just take it over. So
that or we're their reality television. We
Yeah.
are their Kardashians.
We could be reality TV for the alien worlds out there. Look at these stupid barbarians.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Look
I
at
mean,
these hairless apes running around thinking they're smart.
Yeah.
that brings me up to that a question with you guys as far as aliens and do you hostess with the moistest, do you believe
All
in
right.
aliens?
Wow.
Beam me up, Scotty. There's no intelligent life on this planet.
Nope.
You don't believe there's aliens?
There has to be aliens.
There has to be.
I
There
believe.
has to be. It's short-sighted to think that there's not other colonies of beings out there somewhere.
The
I mean,
Illuminati.
there's a lot of theories on that. There's a
The
lot of theories on that.
Illuminati.
I'm sure there
The
are.
Illuminati.
Well, this is my theory. We can't be we can't be the only planet out in the universe that got lucky with everything coming to a head to create life. It's just I mean, I'm not a scientist, but it's hard for me to believe that
expansive to think that that's the case, that we're
Right.
the only planet that
ever anywhere
ever in the history of any universe or any galaxy. Come on, the Milky
I mean, how
Way
many
is like
galaxies are out there with
compared to
planets?
the universe.
You know, that's like
Exactly.
we're the
Well, I mean,
Didn't
it's
they
something.
just find another planet in the galaxy that could very well have its own?
Yes. Well, and they find like a new one a week. But like the thing about it is, there's like 380 million stars in the Milky Way, and that's one galaxy.
Exactly.
One galaxy.
Exactly.
And you're going to tell me that we are unique and that there's life only on our planet?
Yeah.
In this
we're that
one place?
fancy. Mhm.
And what pisses me off is it's like they'll go, well, you need water, and I go, how do you know that? How do you know
We
that
need
there isn't?
water, yeah.
We need water, but how do you know they don't need? They could actually need some other source of life, and it's not water.
Well,
Not only that, but it's made out of the two most abundant molecules in the universe.
Yeah.
Well, and they keep finding all these Goldilocks planets that are similar to Earth that could theoretically support our life or something similar, right?
All right,
we're
Deana. Go ahead, Deana. I thought you were doing something sexy there for a second.
No, I dropped my video.
I thought she was going to go under the desk there for a second. Somebody else was going to step in.
I'm halfway across the country. How does that benefit you in any way?
They're talking about stars. Better check that black hole.
Check for that black hole, man.
Well played, sir. Well played.
No, you didn't.
Deana found the wormhole.
You found the wormhole. Here comes the worm.
Oh no.
All right.
No.
Very quick question before we go into Deana's segment, guys.
I'm like
Deana,
Captain Kirk. Becky,
this should be funny. This should be funny. I'll start with Kevin. Because Deana's laughing too hard over there. Kevin, the aliens come down to Earth. They come to your house. What are you cooking them for dinner?
Spaghetti and meatballs.
Spaghetti and meatballs. There you go, my Italian paisan. How about you, Bruce? What are you cooking the aliens?
We're putting a steak on the Barbie.
A steak. Nice.
Yep.
Steak. You're gonna get steak and potatoes.
Yep.
What if it's offensive for them to eat meat though? What if they're fucking vegans?
Well, we don't know. This is
I got a bag of salad they can welcome
But you're gonna watch me eat this fucking cow, man.
I'll go get some fucking earthworms for you to eat now. Deana, what are you cooking them aliens?
Mushroom risotto and a nice Chianti.
What if they're meat eaters?
Some fava beans.
Yeah, what if they're meat eaters?
I'm going with lasagna. Everybody loves
Lasagna, huh?
lasagna, man. I'm going with lasagna. Everybody loves lasagna, so
They're
there's just
gonna
no
watch
way.
you slave in a kitchen for 3 hours. Cool.
No, man, I'm just gonna take in McDonald's, man. It's America.
Oh fuck! They'll
Welcome
leave.
to bullshit.
They'll leave
What an American
constipated.
idea.
Or
Yeah.
Burger King, because they can have it their way then,
Yeah.
right?
They'll, they'll leave constipated and their pants full of shit. Yeah, that's what'll happen. Yeah, that one I don't get. I don't understand. But they associate the aliens with the lizard people. So I don't know if the lizard people are the aliens. So I don't know how that all works. Are they just lizard people?
Or maybe we're the aliens and the lizard people were here first because they
Maybe
came
look,
from dinosaurs.
maybe they look just like us.
Come on, the
Maybe.
conspiracy theorists all know that we're in a secret war between the lizard people and the Greys.
Yeah, the Grays. Yeah,
Well,
exactly.
there's actually 3 groups that are battling. for Earth.
No, Bruce, no, you want me to highlight you again, Bruce? Hold on.
Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah, what are those 3
groups
factions?
that are battling to influence the Earth. The reptiles are one of them.
The
I think the
reptiles.
Greys are another one, and I can't remember what the other ones are.
Is it the
Repu-
Greens?
Republicans.
They call them I think the Pales or something like that. They're most similar looking to us. From what I've read, anyways. But,
Binos?
That's where Thin Man comes from.
Oh
The
man.
depths of hell?
Yeah.
I get
they're,
like
they're all trying to influence us.
influence us
Albinos from the depths
The
of hell.
reptiles are the mean ones.
well, that makes me laugh because they say they're using us they used us to mine minerals before we became what we are today.
Oh, that's the conspiracy theory of the Anunnaki. That shit's all fucked up.
That one scares the shit out of me. I'm like, what? Okay. So you're basically saying we were all kind of like slaves, and they took their DNA and our DNA and put it together to make us humans. Is that what the theory is?
Alfio's got it right. Like, that's fucking Stargate. That's exactly what happened in that fucking movie.
Yep, because they built the pyramids,
Yep.
we're basically that's where the Stargates,
Yep. They wanted our gold. That's why there's not a lot of gold on our planet, because we previously mined it for the Anunnaki.
Gave it to the
Or
aliens.
Jurassic Park.
Their things.
Oh, that one's scary. But then what's weird is then you start seeing like paintings in Egypt with lizard people dressed like us walking around. And I can get where someone would take that image and go, whoa, wait a minute, maybe were there lizard people here at one point in time? Did they control the world? I mean, why would Egyptians draw people standing up dressed in their stuff but a lizard?
I don't know.
I mean,
they do it with
you know what
cats
people
and
did in the
dogs,
past a lot
too.
and didn't know about? The effects of drugs.
Hallucinogenics, baby.
I mean, their oracles were taking drugs all the time and telling them what to do with their lives. These people were fucked up all the time.
Yeah,
They couldn't drink the water. They were getting drunk just to
Yeah.
survive.
Yeah. Well, they said that is the oldest known site for beer, right?
Yeah.
It's like they found canisters that they were fermenting beer. So it's like goes all the way back further than we thought it did. So who knows what they were doing? That's my theory about the poor bastard when the cavemen, we were all cavemen in caves. The poor bastard that had to go out and sample everything. Okay, he didn't die. We can eat that. Let's go eat that.
Yeah. Well, I mean, and not only that, you got to remember, like, these are like
Okay.
primitive human beings. You see, like, lightning explode a tree in front of you, you're going to draw some fucked up shit because you don't know how to explain it.
Yeah. It wasn't bad.
Just
They
a
were
bad
high. They were high. Kevin says they were high. Oh, man. All right, Deana. Are you ready for your segment?
All right. Let's
Yeah, I'm
do
ready to
it.
get Nelson Mandela. Dina, let's go.
Way to build it up. Now it's going to fail. In the last 35 minutes.
fuck out.
It's still funny. It's funny every time. The Mandela Effect, which is also a conspiracy theory, by the way, which is why I picked it. It's actually an internet phenomenon describing shared and consistent false memories for specific icons in popular culture. People remember Nelson Mandela dying in prison in the 1980s, while South African civil rights leader actually lived until 2013 and died in his home.
Yeah.
What timeline do you live on?
I have a question first, Tina. What's a phenomenon?
A phenomenon. It's a
That's what you
phenomenon
said.
that's attached to a dog. Phenomenon.
Get the fuck out.
Don't you know how much fur is stuck to my tongue on a regular basis?
The
These
I don't want to know.
That's for a whole nother show. That's for a whole
Right?
nother
Different
show.
kind of show altogether.
You want
Damn
to talk about 80s
phenomenons.
porn? That's a different show.
Say it fast 3 times.
God damn it!
Yeah.
I guess that's what I guess for
No,
correcting me.
you didn't. No, you.
Sidetracking me is not helpful.
Yeah. Don't sidetrack her, guys.
You're the
She'll go
one with
back.
the button, John.
She'll go back under the desk.
I'm dead. Oh Jesus!
Or Kevin will stand
Continue.
up and flash
So-
us in his
So we're
fucking
getting comments.
Race
Everyone wants to know
Wedgie.
what's under the desk, Dina.
Go ahead, Dina. Go ahead.
I don't even want to anymore. I already explained what the Mandela Effect is.
No, God.
God damn it!
Go.
Where's
I
my
didn't. It was an
button where
accident. I
can
was.
get mad at you.
I was moving. I was moving it. I didn't mean to hit that one. Go ahead.
I have my own button. It's John's favorite. Ugh.
John can't find the button. Remember?
John can't find the button. That's why I have to make one up.
I lick my index
Kevin's
finger
face-
first.
Kevin's face right now.
I look for that moist spot.
Or it's the equivalent of wearing gray sweatpants.
It's at the top, right?
Oh no.
Next week I have a segment about
Hey.
the inequalities about what
I bet you
women and men
$10 the
fucking
lizard
do.
people can find it.
But they can.
Okay.
They got
But
really big
Hey, look,
tongues.
all right, guys.
I
Let
wasn't gonna say
Dina
it. I let Kevin say it. I wasn't going to say it.
The
I
fork
was
tongue
thinking
is
it,
a little
though.
extra.
Oh man.
All
All right, we
right.
let
God damn it. So let's get back to examples. We all are familiar with Pokemon?
yes,
Do you remember him
Pokemon.
do you remember his tail?
Oh, you're talking
do you
about
remember
Pikachu specifically.
Pikachu,
Yeah,
Pokemon, he had a black spot on his tail. In most people who correspond to this Mandela Effect's memory, apparently he never had that black
It
spot.
was
on
all yellow.
it was all yellow.
Wow.
It was just the tip.
Just see how it feels.
Just the tip. Or
You know what? What just shocks me is that you two know about this crap. John and I are going, huh?
Oh, there's some in there that
All
you're
right,
gonna that'll be in your
there's
your
some other
reference
ones,
time
there's some
zone.
other ones. Just give me a second. Like
Do one about World War II so Bruce can remember.
Yeah. We go back to World War One at least. Maybe the Civil War,
Do you want me to go back to the Civil War? I'm
Yeah.
sure I can find it.
or you could
I
go
mean,
back
this
to
article goes back to the
the
1920s.
American
so-
Revolution,
The fucking Civil War,
was
dude.
Yeah.
War, American Revolution, when the dinosaurs died. Anywhere around
Yes,
that. point.
like you
Uh,
said, Oscar Mayer versus Oscar Mayer.
Hey,
That is
Bruce
Jefferson
was
versus
standing
Jefferson.
next to Thomas Jefferson when he signed the Declaration of Independence.
So he's
I
a
was holding
vampire.
his
Got
hand.
it.
He's a
He signed
vampire.
to John Hancock.
Yeah.
I've always
John.
wondered.
I didn't know that Bruce was Tom Cruise from Interview
Yeah.
with a Vampire.
Yeah.
From a different Mandela affected universe. Darth Vader in Star Wars Episode 5, The Empire Strikes Back, the line is always remembered as, "Luke, I am your father." The line is actually, "No,
No.
I am your father."
Yeah.
And I had to go back and watch it. It's a
I had to
memory
too.
default because so many people have repeated it wrong.
Yeah.
that you just remember it that way.
Han shot first.
Or Han did shoot first. The line from Disney's
Fucking
Snow
Han.
White, "Mirror, mirror on the wall, who's the fairest of the wall," is actually spoken in the film as "Magic mirror on the wall."
Magic.
Or
Kevin.
the Berenstein Bears books. If you're of my generation, you probably remember the Berenstein Bears books is actually the Berenstain Bears books, because the couple that wrote the books were called Berenstain. That was their name. So they named the bears after them. But I swear to God, I remember Berenstein. Berenstein.
Yeah, me too. I was reading those to the kids.
Yeah,
So
right.
it
So
was AI instead of
Berenstein, BEAR, instead of BERE, Berenstein.
Wait, so they weren't Jewish?
They were Jewish. They were very Jewish.
Did they believe in the Holocaust? That's important.
That, I guess, is the question of all time. We'd have to write them for that one.
Number
Number
one.
Maybe it was the Berenstein elephants.
This is 1A. So this is how it turns into a conspiracy. It may be due to this is where it gets conspiracy theory-ish, is that people think it may be due to many worlds of the multiverse theory of quantum mechanics. The many worlds interpretation theory was developed in the mid-20th century and basically states there are parallel universes irrelevant to our own in space and time. The theory was originally developed by Erwin Schrödinger as a way to explain phenomenon in quantum physics and purports that there are no alternative outcomes to events. All outcomes happen simultaneously, meaning, quote, splitting alternative versions of itself when faced with a quantum choice. Each possible outcome of a quantum choice creates a new universe, and these universes are identical up until the event where the moment is triggered.
Yeah, it's the Schrodinger's cat theory.
Schrodinger's cat?
Yeah, it's a real thing.
Yeah, it's
new
a real
universe.
thing.
It's a real thing. It's the theory that if you put a cat in a box and then you like pump a gas into it to kill the cat, that until you view the cat is both alive and dead.
Yeah.
That's like an object permanence thing. That's
no, it's like the quantum thing. It's that it's the idea that the fate of that cat isn't made until something else observes it.
Yeah.
Oh, that's interesting. See, I didn't know all that.
That's fucking deep.
Right?
That's fucking physics.
That's physics, bitches. Hey, who said you weren't going to learn anything on this show?
Actually, that it didn't not actually happen, and people aren't not misremembering. They may have lived one universe and somehow switched into another, or reality itself has shifted.
I hope I was sexier in that other universe.
Me too.
I mean,
God, 30 pounds lighter would have been great.
You know what that means, though? That means that every time you ever did some stupid shit and you're like, oh my God, I'm glad I survived. Yeah. You died somewhere.
I've seriously had that thought before where I'm like, I'm behind this truck full of logs, Final Destination theory. Like, maybe there's a universe where I don't survive sitting behind this truck. And it didn't come upon my brain. It didn't start happening until I learned about the Mandela Effect, because your brain and your memory is so affected by everything that's around you. Media being one of those things.
Deana, you know how much stupid shit I've done in my life. You know how truly fucked I am if this is true?
Yeah, me too. Me too.
I'm way worse.
I've died a lot in my 12 years.
A lot.
When I was 12. I died a lot when I was 12. That's all I'm saying.
Between 20 and 35, there was a lot of dying.
Well, I mean, look, I've been around since the American Revolution,
20?
so how much shit have I
all right. 15.
I was going to say, I started doing stupid shit at about 14.
Bruce goes all the way back to when they were painting on fucking walls, man.
Bruce was there when Tom Sawyer was like, don't you want to paint this fence? It's super fun.
I mean, I honestly wonder how much lead Bruce is eating.
From the fence.
Bruce was telling the other caveman, we got to stop using that paint because it's got lead in it. That's
I
a
know.
true story.
Wow. Bruce was
Yep.
all unga
Hi,
bunga,
Bruce.
unga bunga
Dink,
bunga.
dink, dink.
We're actually using
Please.
charcoal from the
Dink.
fire.
Go back to my pyramid. Becky threw out some good ones
The
there
only
too.
one in
Did
the
you see
party that's had
Becky's?
dinosaur meat, right?
I heard this one. This one kind of tripped me out. But yeah, you guys know that one, right? The Jiffy, the
Yeah,
peanut
versus
butter.
Jif.
That's.
Yeah.
I have a whole list of things.
All right,
to
go.
share. Just wait.
right.
Hang on. Present.
All right.
Share screen. Here we go.
Come on, give us some cool shit. Let's go.
God damn it. This one. What's that one? Share.
I looked it up. It's French for horse shit.
It's French for horseshit. It's also French for press the button there. There you go. Jif versus Jiffy. So a lot of people remember the peanut butter being Jiffy, but apparently it's everyone remembers Skippy and Jif being combined. Just an example of how the human brain is freaking feeble AF. The Looney Tunes. Do you remember being the Looney Tunes with 2 O's? Because I do.
Hell yeah.
Cartoons, Looney Tunes. Apparently, it's always been with a U.
Oh,
It's
wow.
always been with a U. I don't remember it having a U.
No, me either.
Mandela
This is fucking
Effect
my world.
did.
This is fucking my world
I'm
right now.
saying. The Berenstain Bears, this one I covered already. Curious George has never had a tail, ever.
No, I don't remember him ever having a tail.
Nope.
Curious
Yeah,
George
doesn't
has
he have a
never had
tail?
No.
Holy
No,
shit. I
he
watched
has
the
never
shit
had
out
a
of that
tail.
with Aiden. I got to go back and watch
Curious
this.
George has never had a tail.
How the
Sex
fuck did he
in the
get
City.
around?
Sex in the City. He's a monkey. He figured
Oh.
it out.
Okay.
Febreze has only ever had 1 E.
Oh, wow.
No.
Think about how many times you've seen in the grocery store that logo. Febreze has only ever had a 1 E.
There's a bottle in my apartment. I'm gonna go look at it after this show's over.
Yeah.
Oscar Mayer. Becky mentioned
shit.
this one earlier. Oscar Mayer. It's always been Oscar Mayer. Your baloney has a second name. It's Mayer.
No, I remember that.
It's
I don't
always
remember the
been that
I
way.
don't
But
remember
we
the
all
Meyer though.
vague.
Yeah.
It was never,
Well,
the song was never sung Meyer.
well, that's 'cause you're-
Oh, my mom
That's
sang
'cause
it
you're
that way. She
ancient,
fucked me
Bruce.
up for life.
Yeah. He fucked you up for life.
Skechers, yep. That's always had.
Skechers. Our brains
Yep.
have always programmed it to be spelled correctly, and it's not.
Are you fucking
Fruit
serious?
Fruit Loops?
Always with 2 O's.
Yeah.
That I knew.
Here he
Yeah.
is.
Yeah, that one I knew. Who's the fat guy?
Turkey leg.
Henry VIII.
All right.
Yeah, I know
the
who it
Monopoly
is.
Man has
This
never
one,
had
I knew
a
about this
monocle.
one. That one screwed with me too, because I'm like, no way.
Yeah.
That's
Is
neat,
it always
it
had a
depends on the
monocle? Never
angle
had a
that he's
Never.
being depicted.
Never.
But
He's
I
never
Never
had a
had it.
monocle.
He's never
That's
had
the
a monocle.
Peanuts
Only-
guy.
Only the peanut guy has the monocle.
Yeah.
Peanut guy had a monocle, and our brains
Yeah.
apparently just combine those two things. Pikachu's
Well,
tail.
because
I
a
covered
peanut
this
can't wear a monocle.
one. There's never been a black spit.
Dude, that first one's so much more familiar to me, man. It's fucking crazy.
Kit Kat.
Yeah, never had a dash.
Nope. Fruit of the Loom, huh?
No cornucopia. There was never a cornucopia.
That cornucopia has always been there, but there was
Oh.
never a cornucopia. That never existed.
What the fuck?
I really gotta lay off.
I don't
this
own
drug.
any Fruit of the Looms, but if I did, I'd go check right now.
I don't think they
You gotta go.
Yeah, you're
check
from
them out.
California. It's all Calvin Klein.
Cheez-Its. Oh yeah. Is it me there or not?
Cheez-Its has never
No,
been
it's
plural.
just Cheez It.
It's
And Z
Cheez-It.
isn't plural for anything.
Oh, wow.
Oreo double stuff has always only had 1 F.
Oh, wow.
Just to F.
That's messed up.
There are a lot of theories about this one, but so many people have said that she used to have a more obvious smile on the Mona Lisa.
Oh.
I think she's just gotten sadder over the years being hung on that wall.
There was always a
I
huge
feel like
discussion
they've just
about that.
bumped up they just bumped up the contrast, and now you can just more clearly
Let me
see
ask
the
you guys
wrinkles.
a quick question on Mona Lisa. Do you think he banged her?
Oh yeah.
Who did it? Who did the Mona Lisa? Was that Da Vinci? Or was that?
Yeah.
I think so. Yeah. Yeah, it was Da Vinci. And yeah, he definitely boned her.
Da Vinci was a player back in the day.
When in Rome, it's not
Bruce would remember. Bruce would remember.
I would remember. Yeah, I know they were dating for a while, but
Bruce spent a night with Da Vinci. That's how good Da Vinci was.
No way.
C-3PO
No way.
Wait, no.
Yep.
C-3PO has a silver leg.
Are you fucking
He
kidding
has
me?
always had a silver leg.
Weekend, and I don't remember the silver leg.
Anakin made him out of spare parts.
Always had a silver. He's a junkyard robot.
He didn't. So wait, that's not completely true though, because he got cleaned up in like 2 or 3, and then he was all.
I was watching like the latest one with the gal that took over as a Skywalker, and he was all gold in that one.
Yeah, because they do change it. They do change it.
Never had a silver leg. I mean, I said no, it's not true.
It was Return of the Jedi or The Empire Strikes Back.
Yeah,
like he
was 100% gold.
Yeah. Well, because they fixed him up and like made him better.
Yeah.
They made him better. We can make him better. It's like the $6 Million Man.
It's not loading the last 2 images, but the
because it's about the checks.
So if I go back to the original Star Wars, will I see the silver leg?
In the first one, yes. I don't know when it got gets swapped out.
Oh wow. The Flintstones has 2 TSs.
Alfio's gonna freak out when he watches the first movie.
Yeah, the Flintstones, not the Flintstones. It's always been Flintstones.
Well, yeah, I knew
the image isn't working, and then Cinderella.
Castle?
She froze. Let's make fun of her. She froze.
Florida.
You know, Deana. There she is.
She's back.
Did it disappear? Did it stop working?
You froze.
Yeah, you froze. So we didn't hear any of that. What about Cinderella's castle?
It's always been in Walt Disney World in Florida. The blue and pink in castle is in California's Disneyland is for Sleeping Beauty. Not
I always knew
that.
I've never been to Disneyland, so I wouldn't.
I've been to Orlando and Disneyland, but it was so many,
How did we get
years.
mine so fast? And yours lasted an hour and 20 minutes.
I'm gonna find my VHS tapes. He's gonna go look that up. Well, I would. Let me see. Can I Google that?
Oh man, so I have one for you guys that's kind of related to conspiracy theories. There are these people out in the world that believe that they are always being followed by like the CIA and the FBI and the police and shit like that. They are called gang stalkers. Look them up. You will not be disappointed.
Ooh, I need to.
These people are insane, and they believe that like the government's out to get them, and that like there's videos. They make videos and post themselves on the internet.
Oh my goodness. Hang on.
Yeah, see, Becky's got the whole history of CPO, and he looks different in several different movies.
Like these people will make videos and just like watch traffic and be like, "See, they're following me."
Oh wow, that'd be trippy.
Like, isn't that?
See, he had one leg, silver leg, then he had a red arm, and then he was all one color. See,
which one is this movie?
Looking at
it. This is like the newest one, episode 5. This is when he's out in the desert. This is where the gal becomes the Luke Skywalker. She gets training from Luke. They just had this on it like yesterday.
When Ren becomes Ren Skywalker.
Yeah, Ren.
So I'd have to like Google CP3O original Star Wars.
Oh, so in all 3 movies it was silver.
Well,
and then he gets
In
a
the
red
OG,
arm in the next ones.
yeah, and then he becomes all fixed
What's
up.
the first Star Wars called? Empire Strikes Back,
A New Hope.
New Hope.
I thought that was the second one. Okay.
No, it's A New Hope, Empire Strikes Back, and Return of the Jedi.
We're a bunch of nerds. We're all looking this up on the air with 15 minutes to go.
Come on, I'm looking for a picture of him. All right, I got it. Here you go. Hold on. Share screen. Present, John. Present. Share screen. CP30 video.
And now it's not working. Come on. There it goes.
Now that doesn't look
Now
silver. It looks
Now it
like
looks like
both.
he's got spider legs.
Well, looks like both legs are the same color.
Yeah.
I mean, you can't tell from the angle. Because, like, if you look at the bottom by his foot, it looks like a different color than.
Yeah, this right here looks silver.
Yeah.
But
So I'm
the other
thinking
leg
it's the
looks
shot.
like it too, though.
Yeah. Hold on. Let me move the video forward a little bit. I can't play it because they'll flag us. They'll flag us. But his arms are both the same colors.
Yeah,
Yes,
so his arms
just the
don't get
leg.
changed until 4, 5, and
Just
6.
the leg.
Gets a red
Yeah,
arm eventually. Huh?
But so, like, after the first 3, they fix his leg and give him a red arm. That's what Becky just said.
That doesn't even make sense. Why?
Oh, here we go. All right, here we go. Share screen, John, again, one more time.
I don't think this thing works on voice commands, buddy.
That ain't any better. But we can
There-
still.
yeah,
No,
there it
wait. Yeah, wait.
Yeah.
See it? It's
Yeah.
silver.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's one of the original ones, though. You go to the newest movie and you'll see he's all one color again.
Yeah, I can't play any more of that. Fucking, we'll get in trouble. I don't want to offend all the Star Wars people out there and start a conspiracy theory about the BS show. Oh, man.
So, Dina, what's your favorite conspiracy theory?
Yeah, what's your favorite one?
I have to say the Mandela Effect because it's literally blown my mind and I've been researching it since I found out about it like 5 or 6 years ago. What do you mean it's the Berenstain Bears? That one got me. And the whole you could be living on a separate parallel universe, separate timeline situation. If you're into sci-fi as much as I'm into sci-fi and like time travel, and if you're a Doctor Who fan, like I'm a Doctor Who fan, you will start to question your own reality. All right, who's got the button?
Who's your favorite Doctor?
10 by far.
I've
David
never
Tennant
watched a
is
single one of
the
those
best.
episodes.
Well, you're failing at life.
It's too late, isn't it? It's like there's a lot of them, right?
You don't have to watch the old ones.
You can watch the new ones. Start at Chris Eccleston. They're
Yeah.
still amazing. I mean,
Yeah.
Tom Baker is amazing, but David Tennant is still my doctor through and through.
He's mine too.
What's your favorite conspiracy theory, Kevin?
My favorite is the flat Earth because those people. So when you first started this whole thing, I never got to talk about it, but I love listening to people talk about conspiracy theories because one, it gives me a real quick way to decide how much intelligence I feel that they have, and two, I love listening to those people go on and on and on about some shit that can be easily proven through science.
Yeah,
and the flat earthers are the best ones.
Yeah,
because they even did a documentary where they tried to prove that the Earth was flat, and all of the experiments they did proved that it was round, and they still wouldn't give up.
Yeah, so when they did the was it the cannon launch or something like that? And
so the first one that they did was they bought this like $40,000 gyroscope that tracks the rotation of the Earth, and they couldn't get it to work, and then they get it to work, and it showed the Earth rotating, and they're like, never mind. We returned that. That must have been broken.
It was broken.
And they were doing some sort of cannon shot or something that would the trajectory of went so far you wouldn't be able to see the line of sight or something like that, and that didn't work either.
That was the laser one where they set up the posts with the holes in it.
And it proved again that the Earth was round.
Yeah.
Mirrors.
There's a little curve. Where'd that curve come from, man?
It's them, or it's the Earth is 6,000 years old and we lived with dinosaurs because God. Never mind the fossil record and everything else.
I was surprised that one wasn't on the list. I was really surprised that one wasn't on the list. That the Earth is only 6,000 years. Well, yeah. I'm like, okay. I don't know, man. What was your favorite one, Bruce? What's your favorite one out of the bunch?
I still like all the debate about the whole dinosaur thing. You know?
Oh, like whether they really existed or not?
Well, and how quickly they just disappeared from Earth, and then all of a sudden there was people.
Yeah.
But I mean, it wasn't that short of a time. It was like 230,000 years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Right. Evolution didn't happen. What are you talking about?
Yeah.
We all just happened from monkeys like overnight. Come on.
But that's the thing about it. Like, you start talking to people about timelines that big, and our brains just can't comprehend it.
Yeah.
Right. That's the problem. Yeah, that's the biggest
we just
problem.
pulled out of the water, and then we were people.
Yeah.
And then, ta-da!
Well,
and you know what?
There are no gills.
I think a lot of that has to do with just how how people can always just go, well, like the average person can live to so many years, you know what I mean? And then it's just like, well, now you can actually say that was only 3 people ago. So the math to them, when you start saying 1 million years ago, it just doesn't equate to them, because they're thinking in people terms, like, well, how many people was that? Like,
I mean, it's the same reason that people don't understand the spaceship. When you start talking about distances that vast, like, you can't comprehend it. You just can't.
Yeah. I think we upset Becky with the
contact.
There's a video on YouTube that shows like a projected video of what the Earth looked like at the beginning of Big Bang, and a projected video all the way through current time of what the Earth would look like at the end of existence. And it's so earth-shattering to watch just the Earth rise. And it's all, again, it's AI, but it's the kind of AI I kind of dig, because it's fascinating to see.
But don't you feel that still, even as smart as these people are, it's still a guess. It's still an educated
listen
guess.
to some of the experts. Our Earth should have ended 7 years ago with climate change. Well, it didn't happen.
According to Nostradamus, it should have ended while I was in freshman year world history class.
Yeah. And it was supposed to end in 2012 with the end of the Mayan calendar. Like, let's not forget that either.
Or always, it's one of these days it's going to happen, and then someone is going to go, "I told you."
Of course.
Or the year 2000, the whole economy was going to collapse because the computers couldn't figure out.
The computers.
I mean, I had friends that were buying generators, thinking that stocking up money and food and all that crap, and I'm going, dude, what?
Well, what do you guys think about when you hear people talk about, like, I don't know, I don't want to say it's God or supreme being, but like Earth gets a reboot after so many years of existence. Like, you know what I'm talking about? Have you heard that theory where, like, every so many years, life on Earth gets wiped out and then we start all over again?
Okay.
I mean, how is that possible? How is that possible? How is there
not
nothing?
Impossible.
But how is there nothing of like the past times then? Like, we've gotten to a point in the technology of our species where we should have been able to detect something like that. Like maybe a building or some bones or something, or some piece of technology.
Yeah. Well, that's what I've read. I read a few things about people talking about, like, they're just an all reset boot of Earth and humanity. It just humanity gets wiped. It's just kind of like going back to like Noah's Ark, like that was one of the resets. That was the reboot for Earth. Yeah. And I was, that there have been other civilizations on Earth as advanced as we are today that have been wiped out like just get wiped out and then it gets rebooted.
Well, the
I mean-
Mayans got wiped out. There's some civilizations that literally just disappeared.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Yeah.
It's not far
Advanced
fetched to think
civilizations
that
that
won't happen, but
Yeah.
to theorize about that
But do
is
you
very
think?
culty.
Do you believe that there were as advanced technology as us today prior?
Not
We
necessarily.
would have found a computer chip. We would have found something.
Yeah, I mean, not.
I mean, a
not
satellite?
necessarily. I still
A
think
satellite. Yeah.
we're just a breeding ground for another advanced.
Yeah, that's a crazy theory. That's the one that gets me really thinking because it's just like, well, how can you believe that? I mean, there would be something left behind for
But
us
there were
to
some
see.
advanced sciences that were well beyond their time for the age.
I mean,
Like-
yeah.
Yeah. So
I think that's
doesn't-
just down to crucial thinking. I just think people were smart back then. They weren't looked upon as scientists today are as very intelligent people. Probably were looked at as like a witch or a demon or.
I
You
mean,
know what I'm
it's
saying?
not
Mines were pretty advanced in mathematics and stuff. I mean, it's amazing if you go like to Playa del Carmen in Mexico and
Bruce,
stuff
you
like that.
imagine the first guy that said 2 + 2 is 4 and how everyone would have reacted to that? Witchcraft.
Well, I mean, but it's
No,
not
I'm
just
just saying.
that. Like,
Yeah.
Witchcraft. There was a whole
there's-
civilization that they built
Yeah.
roads and temples and calendars. And,
Yeah, no, I'm hearing you. With
Yeah.
that.
yeah. I mean,
Yeah, and
they were very advanced for civilization that far back.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
and we have on record plenty of instances of times where a different country of people came in and part of them taking over was destroying all of the knowledge of those people.
Yep.
Like the
Yeah.
burning of the Library of Alexandria.
Yeah.
That was a huge loss of ancient knowledge that, like concrete that we still can't make today that's as good as the Romans.
No,
Yeah.
we can't even build a road as good as the Romans do
Right.
back then.
Hey, well, us Italians, the world owes us a lot.
The Roman roads are 2,000 years old and still holding up. You know,
The
Yeah.
Colosseum.
Yeah, the Colosseum is a perfect example. The aqueducts in
Yeah.
Rome. I mean,
Easter
who the
Island, the
fuck-
temple.
who the fuck
how
builds
how
that?
big those heads are.
Yeah,
I mean,
Well,
the Sistine Chapel and all that shit. Like, I mean,
yeah,
we
Yeah.
we threw that shit away because of warlords and conquerors.
yeah. You think about just the Romans bringing water into a fucking town and sustaining 1 million fucking people is
Yeah,
amazing. You think
yeah.
about that being done
Not
that far
just
back.
not just bringing in water and cultivating land that was almost a desert.
Mm.
Yeah, yeah. Hail Caesar. Let's all say
Hail
it.
Caesar.
Hail Caesar.
Not only that, but like
I don't know. I was trying to make
inventing,
my ancient aliens hair over here.
oh,
You take a conspiracy hat off?
but Dina, you're not Greek. I mean, you're Italian. It's close enough.
Yeah, it's
My
close
nose
enough.
is big enough. You never know.
Yeah. What's the fucking movie? My Greek Wedding. That word is Greek. That word comes from the Greek language. The word. I'm like, what?
You gotta use the Windex.
Windex for everything, man.
Yeah.
But every
Everything.
word went back to Greece, and it's like, oh no, that was a Greek word first. I was like, what?
Becky, our tower leans on purpose.
Yeah, it's interesting. I mean, all that stuff is really I don't know enough about it, but when I read stuff like that and the reset thing and dude, I mean, I think about like how did the fucking Egyptians do that shit? How did they do it? And
Well, I mean, what about the conspiracy theory that aliens came and assisted our evolution?
Yeah.
And like gave us all that technology.
Yeah.
Not only that,
Yeah.
we were just a breeding ground for
Yeah.
We were slaves. We were slaves.
This is
We
why
were lizard people.
this is why
We
they
were the lizard
cannot
people.
they can still not find the connection between the Neanderthals or the caveman issues because there's a gap, and you listen to any of the sciences, there's a missing link. There's literally a missing gap between the skeletons they've dug up and us.
I mean, that's not so much of a thing anymore. They found a
it
couple
still
of
is.
different.
No, it still is.
Well, so they believe it's a divergence now. They believe that we're actually responsible for the death of the Neanderthals.
Yeah, we were responsible for their death.
But there was
Or it was aliens.
two different civilizations: the Neanderthal and the I can't remember what they called the other group, and one became the dominant. And basically,
You're talking about
Loch Ness
Neanderthal and
Monster
then
ate
Cro-Magnon.
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 Well, no, I think there was another name that they had. Actually, they found a third group now that they're talking about that don't even know where the third group just showed up from now.
No, Becky, the Italians were meatballs, not Neanderthals.
Yeah,
That's right. We've always been refined
Yeah.
and loved tomato sauce
Meatballs.
The meatball.
and sex.
Little salty Parmigiano, little sweet Italiano.
so they're doing the DNA check and they're finding that there's only a small percentage of people that still have this little DNA link.
Well, and we all have Genghis Khan's DNA in us.
Yes,
least-
we're all
at least,
related to Genghis
yeah.
Khan.
He was
or
just
the
banging.
Moors.
Yeah.
Or
He was
the
banging
Moors.
her. He was
If you're
banging everybody.
Sicilian, you're a little bit black.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
God.
Well,
it might be
although
me, I'm a little bit black.
Yeah, although both my parents only came back with 1%, and the rest was like Greek. God damn it, Middle Eastern, Middle Eastern, because Sicily was conquered by so many fucking people.
Yeah,
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 we're just a soccer ball.
Yeah,
I
it was
mean,
another
oh my God.
another
Next to
breeding
the
hut.
boot.
My family was from Crete, so I don't even want to know what my history is.
Woo!
Do you like young boys? No, I'm kidding.
I mean, not when I'm online, John.
Jesus! Jesus! You just got canceled just now at 49 seconds over time. We got canceled. Good job.
Good thing it was right after 7 o'clock.
I love you. I have to depart from this before I get canceled.
I'm going
out of
to
here.
prison.
I'm going to prison. We're out of here. We'll see everybody next week. Say goodbye to everybody.
Good night, all.
Bye.
Bye, everybody. See you never.
See you never. Next week, Kevin will be wearing black sweats.
Yeah, be cuffing around.
I'll have to show off my ankle bracelet.
Yeah.
No,
Lord.
No, next week, Becky, Kevin will be wearing yoga pants just for you.
I'm gonna be. It'll be a nice burnt umber color.
Yeah.
It'll
I'm
have
coming
numbers
over.
right
I have
here.
to see this in person. I'll be taking pictures just for you, Becky.
All right, bye, everybody.
Good night.
Bye.